How do you feel about fitting back into this Lakers offense and what you've seen so far?
I mean, it goes without saying. I'm a Swiss Army knife, so if that's spotting up, waiting for getting the ball from Luka or AR, if that's setting pick and rolls in transition, if that's slipping pick and rolls in transition, if that's, if we want to slow the game down in the half court, we want to get some post-up action and be able to create triggers, whatever the case may be. I think, what JJ and the coaches have done, so far, we're playing exceptional basketball with so many injuries so far. Obviously, me being one of the injuries that we had, but whatever demographic, however the pie, shapes itself on offensively, how we want to play and how they want me to implement myself into the role of the team. Listen, all I care about is winning. I've done everything in my career, and including winning. And I want to continue that, so I will very easily just fit myself right on in whatever capacity the team needs me to be in.
That's the beauty of your game and your longevity. You can be on the ball, off the ball, in the post, pick and roll, the screener, the handler, the cutter. Like with your IQ, you know how to play off it. A lot of guys who are primary ball handlers have a hard time playing off the ball. You're able to use your feel and IQ off the ball to be a cutter.
Listen, when you got a great,
obviously.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but when you got a great point guard like Luka, who creates so many eyes around him, one of the best things I can do is slash in from that 45 degree. Or waiting, if a guy is tagging high on DA or tagging high on Jackson, to be able to roam behind the defense, and catch lobs behind the defense, or just spotting up and just getting ready to shoot. I've worked a lot on my shooting when I wasn't allowed to do a lot of physical, pounding and running and jumping and things of that nature. So I worked on a lot of that too. So, just being, having that growth mindset throughout my career to whatever position I would ever be able to be put in, no matter if it's Olympic team or Lakers or Heat or Cavs or whatever, to be dynamic. How can I always be a threat on the floor with or without the ball? And that's something I've kind of prided myself over.
That's great. What have you liked? What have you seen? You got new additions, Ayton, Marcus Smart, LaRavia. What have you seen? How do they fit? Any wrinkles, things you've liked?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can sit here and talk about how unbelievable Luka and AR has been so far. Not surprised me. Those guys are just super ultra talented. Right. What they bring to the game, we already know. But what I love is what DA and Jake and Marcus have brought to the team. Another level of toughness, another level of playmaking. The other night, Marcus having 7 steals in a game. DA been dominant on the glass and being very efficient offensively, and also, one of the, I think, before last night's game, I think he was in the top 10 in defensive percentages, contested at the rim. And Jake, who is number 12 is what they were saying. I think in the Minnesota game, Ant, the crowd was like, who is number 12? And Ant was like, I don't know. And I mean, guys know him now, and I'm just proud of what the team has been doing, man, and being able to watch from afar, it's great. I think we have something really good going, and it's a long season. Obviously, we want to continue to play good basketball, and that's the most important. But I like the pieces that we added.
And what about Bronny? It looks like he's made a jump. He feels more comfortable, getting a little more opportunity and taking it. How's that been?
No, it's been great. Not only as a father, but just as a student of the game, to see someone kind of use what he was able to do last year in the G League, use that, get more comfortable, then go into Summer League and be even more comfortable. And when his time has been called this year, just continue to feel good about it. I think, for a young player, the more and more time that you get, the better you get, the more and more of the nuances you get better with the speed, you get better with the strength, you get better with everything. And I think, in those games where Luka was out or AR was out or Marcus was out, I think we had back-to-back games, a home game. I forgot who we played at home, and then we had a back-to-back game in Portland. I was just super proud of him, of the maturation process of him being to not only play well at home and then have a back-to-back in a tough environment in Portland and then do it again. That's what the NBA is all about. Not only what have you done for me lately? Can you do a back-to-back? So that was pretty cool.
How do you walk that line between father and leader? Like, it's your job to lead the basketball team, be a mentor to all these guys, and at the same time, your dad. Like, I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's definitely, like you said, it is a fine line. But, when we're in practice and in games and things of that nature, it's the leadership. It's, me being, I'm one of the guys. I'm one of the leaders of the team. But we have our side time where I can, tell him about what I've seen, what I saw, whatever. But I just want him to, he has to walk his own journey, and I can give him, the blueprint and I can give him some of the things that I've seen, but I want him to walk through the fire as well, and I think it's going to be the best, teacher for him to be able to go through these experiences and come out, the best way he knows how. So, I mean, he loves the game, and that's what's most important, and he loves the work, and there's no substitution for hard work. So, that's what it comes down to.
That's beautiful. It's great. Amazing to watch this kind of journey and this this happen.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Super cool.
Yeah, super cool.
And he's got a lot of eyeballs on him, a lot of eyeballs, a lot of critics.
Yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
The class and the humility, the way he works, like always rooting for him. So it's fantastic.
I appreciate that.
Tell me, what can you? Yeah, of course. What can you tell me about JJ's culture? Like what him and the coaches are trying to build? Because it's cool sometimes watching like just some of like the sideline stuff, the team. Like I get a feeling like while JJ is a passionate, coach on the sideline. He gets, he goes off sometimes. We all know how much he loves the game and how thoughtful he is around it. But like, what's it like culturally? What are the like tools and give us a little insight on what he's building there.
Yeah, I think with listen, I mean, when you look at JJ's career as a basketball player, all the way from high school, and he's been a winner his whole life, and he's been taught the game the right way, and it's been no sugarcoating with the coaches that's put him in the position that he is in today, And I had an opportunity to play for Coach K a couple of times, and Coach K, there's no sugarcoating. He's going to tell you exactly how he feels if you're not doing it right, but it's going to be in a very stern but loving way. Like it's nothing. It's not how he says it. It's about how you accept it, And if you take what he says, or how he says it personal, then you're going to lose sight of the messaging, And I think with JJ, he's kind of the same way. He's right to the point, no sugarcoating it. Listen, this is how we want to play. This is how we want to play. And if I'm seeing possessions or I'm seeing things not up to our standard and what the coaching staff is putting out there, I'm going to show you my reaction. And it's not to down you. It's about you to understand what we're trying to build long term. And I can respect that. I mean, I love that. I come from, the old school, guy and Keith Danbrot, who was my first high school coach, who, like if you was doing the 3-man weave wrong, he'd kick your ass out of practice. Like, and then you get ready for tomorrow, like, or he invites you back in and talk you through why or whatever. Like, and I've learned that, that way of kind of like understanding not how they say it is how you receive it. So, JJ is in his coaching staff. They give us the answers to the test, and we just got to go out there and execute it. And that's what it's all about.
I'm Taylor Rooks with NBA on Prime. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see interviews with your favorite players, experience the most exciting moments from around the league, and see what the NBA on Prime crew is up to all season long. And remember, you can hang out with us live each week during the NBA season only on Prime.